Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Justina and here I like to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you through my DIYs. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday break and a magical Christmas. I know I did. I spent most of it with my family, which I really needed that little break. But I am back this week with some new DIYs that I hope will inspire you for this new year coming up. So if you would like to see what I create, just keep on watching and let's art today. Moving right into our first DIY, I want to make over this calendar that I got for free. Now, Dollar Tree carries a bunch of different calendars that you can do the same DIY with, and it will still come out amazing, or you can just buy a calendar from Dollar Tree. The next thing I will use for this DIY is so much scrapbooking paper that I have on hand. This year, I really am trying to use what I have instead of buying all new products. So I will use my crafting stash. So I want to cover up the section above the calendar itself to make it more fitting for my needs. So I cut out a bunch of pieces of scrapbooking paper and now I will glue them down using my school glue and my Gorilla Glue stick. As you see here, I did cut the paper down to size already, so you didn't have to see me do that. I just measured it out and then used my paper cutter to cut him to fit to size. Next, as you see here, I'm just gluing down the back piece of paper. Next, I'm just trying to find a grouping that I like where my scrapbooking paper has a good layout, and then once again I am gluing it down using my school glue and my Gorilla Glue stick. Now this is going to be an inspirational or a word of affirmation calendar for myself, so that every time I look at the month I have a nice saying. For January, this one says find beauty in the small things, and I just think it's such a nice quote to look at every time I look at my calendar, and it just gives me a positive outlook for this month. The last thing I added for this month was just this little cute bird sticker that I purchased from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree always has cute stickers that are great for projects like these. Now I will continue doing this for the whole calendar. So January through December, there are 12 months in a year. I will continue making these pages however I like to fit my personal interests. Remember, you can decorate your calendar however you like, or like I mentioned before, you can just go out and buy a brand new calendar that is inspirational to you. Each page on my calendar does have a little saying from scrapbooking books that I have on hand that really piques my interest and makes me feel good about myself. I will continue this until the whole calendar is completed. This is how my calendar turned out, and I absolutely love it. This was such a relaxing DIY to do, especially seeing all of these wonderful quotes that brings me inspiration and gives me my words of affirmation. Remember, you can do this with any type of scrap paper that you have around your house, even some magazines, just to make it into what fits your needs. Or you can just go out and buy a new calendar that brings inspiration to you. But I find doing it this way really makes the calendar feel unique and brings such joy into my new year. Now, if you have kids of any type of ages, this DIY is perfect for you. I want to make a jar called I'm Bored, and I'm starting off with this Dollar Tree jar that I had on hand and previously used it on a different DIY. So the first thing I did was clean up all of that acrylic paint off of the top, and as you see here, it does remove really nicely, but I wanted to give it a new look, so I'm going to take it outside and use my Rust-Oleum paint in this aqua blue color. Here's how it looks after the paint had time to completely dry. I will then set that to the side to work on the next part of this DIY. Once again, I'm using my leftover scrapbooking paper. This one says Over the Rainbow. I purchased this at Michael's. It was on clearance. which I buy all of my scrapbooking paper from. I found a couple of sheets that I absolutely love that will work for my children, and I am starting to cut them out using a pair of scissors. After a while, I realized this was taking a little bit longer than I wanted, so I switched out and used my paper cutter. After I have all of the strips cut out from the scrapbooking paper that I selected, I then am taking them and flipping them over so that I can start writing things down that my kids can do while they are telling me that they are bored. Yes, my kids, even after Christmas, have moments where they're like, I am so bored, I don't know what to do. And I'm usually giving them suggestions of things that they can do. They just need a little help. So I thought this would be a great little craft to do for my children so that when they say, I'm bored, they can just pull out one of these strips and do what it says. And yes, my kids absolutely love to read chapter books. They just need a little push sometimes to do so, and when they finish, they are so excited and they're so happy that they completed a full book. I just continue writing until I think I have a good amount of suggestions that they can do while they are bored, and once I was done with that, I had to cut some of them in half. Because the strips were so long, I had room to make 2 suggestions on 1 strip of paper with some of them. Others are full length suggestions, so they stayed the full length of the piece of paper. So I will just continue cutting the ones that have 2 suggestions on them so that I can work on the next step. After I was done cutting the pieces of paper, I wanted to wrap it around the pencil as you see here, just to give it a fun little swirl so that they can't see the suggestions through the glass. And I didn't really want to fold up the paper. I wanted to do this to have a really fun design. I will continue this until all of my suggestions are nice and swirled. After that was completed, here's how it looks, and the last thing I needed to do was just to add them to the bowl. But before I add them to the bowl, I wanted to put I'm bored in the front of it so that they know this is the bored jar and that they can pull from it. I'm just using stickers that I have on hand. I'm pretty sure I purchased these at Walmart, and Walmart letter stickers are usually a great deal. I believe they're around 98 cents to $1, which is still cheaper than Dollar Tree. Like I said, all I needed to do was add all the suggestions back into the jar, add the lid, and that really completes this DIY. I love doing this DIY at the beginning of the year because you have all the suggestions done beforehand so that when they say I'm bored throughout the year, they can just pull it from the jar and you have nothing to worry about. Moving on right into our next DIY, I am going to use this square photo frame that I purchased from Dollar Tree. Now I haven't really seen these photo frames anymore, but they have all different types of sizes that will still work for this DIY. All I needed to do was remove all the contents from inside of the frame and put that to the side so I can just work on the back of the frame. Once again, I will use some scrapbooking paper to sprucing up this DIY. I just found one that I really liked, flipped it over so that I can use the back of the picture frame as a guide. I'm using a pencil just to draw out the lines where I need to trim, and then I will cut them out using a pair of scissors as you see here. Remember, you can design this DIY however you like it. For this DIY, I wanted to keep it really simple, so I am just going to use this one piece of scrapbooking paper, but if you like the layered look, I'm pretty sure it will work just the same and look amazing. After I have everything cut out, I'm just using a bead of hot glue in all 4 corners and then laying it back on the back of the picture frame. After I have that adhered down, I did want to use Dollar Tree poster stickers to be a little saying on top, which are my goals. I just ripped out all the letters that I needed, which is GOALS, and now I'm just trying to find the best placement. After I realized where I wanted to lay down all the letters, I'm just using hot glue to attach it right down to the scrapbooking paper. If you are new here, I hope you stick around. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button down below, but don't forget to click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you when I upload a new video. Plus, I would love for you to be part of my virtual art family. After all of the letters were glued down, all I needed to do was put the backing back into the picture frame and make sure to push all the tabs down. Now all that's left to do is write down your goals. Since this is glass, you can use dry erase markers, and Dollar Tree does carry some. I just had some on hand, so I'm just using what I have. Next, as you see here, I'm just writing out yearly, month, weekly, and day goals that I have in mind, and I'm just writing it in using that dry erase marker. Now you can write in your goals however you like. This is just an idea, and I think it is so adorable. The best part about this DIY is that you can hang it on a wall or place it wherever you like in your home, and you can add more goals to your list or erase them however you like, since you can use dry erase markers. For this upcoming year, I really wanted to have more date nights with my spouse. I know a lot of times life can get in the way, but I thought this would be a cute DIY to create for that time. I will use a Pringles jar and some popsicle sticks and some more scrapbooking paper. After I have the scrapbooking paper that I want, I did trim it down to size. Once again, I just use a pair of scissors to do that. And now I will glue it onto my Pringles jars. I am using hot glue, but you can use any type of glue or tape that you like. I will continue adding glue until the whole jar is completely wrapped in my scrapbooking paper. Now, you don't always have to use this for date night. You can also use this for family night. If you guys need some suggestions what to do for that night, you can always write some down for the family. This can also be used for if you are single and you just need something spontaneous to do. You just pull one of these suggestions out and do it on that day. It's so versatile, you can use it for pretty much anything. After I had my paper wrapped around my little jar there, I have another piece of paper that just says love you, since my jar is going to be mostly date night things for me and my spouse. Once again, I am using hot glue to attach it down to the jar itself. Now I am taking my popsicle sticks and writing down my date night ideas, and I try to do something that we both love to do and that will be affordable if not free. Now remember, you can write down things that fit your needs and what you want to do. These are just some things that I know me and my spouse would absolutely love to do. I needed to do after writing down all of my ideas was to add it back into my jar and add the lid on top. It is so fun to shake these around and pull one out and figure out what we're going to do for that night. Remember, you can make them to fit any of your needs that you would like to do throughout the year. This just makes it spontaneous and really fun, and I think it would be a great DIY for the new year. For our last DIY, it is really not a DIY. Everybody needs a new planner or calendar for the new year, and I know these calendars or planners can run from anywhere from $12 all the way up to $30, which I've seen at some stores. I had found this planner at Aldi out of all places, and it was on sale for $8, which I thought was a really good price. It comes with all of of these little things that you can plan for the new year. Even comes with some maps and different calendars to help you plan throughout the New Year's. As you see here, I'm just showing you what this planner is about. So if you have an Aldi that is close to you, I suggest running over there and trying to find one that best fits your needs. I really love calendars like this where they have little areas to find and write stuff that you need to do throughout the week and for that specific day. This planner also came with notes in the back of the planner that will really help me get into the New Year's resolutions that I have, which is trying to stay organized and well kept for this upcoming new year. I really love the fact that this calendar did come, or this planner did come with stickers that you can add throughout the week for things to do and stuff like that. I thought that was really cute. Like I said, for the price, I thought it was a great steal. So if you have an Aldi next to you, I suggest giving them a chance and seeing what you can find there. Not sponsored by any means. Once again, here is a quick overview of everything that I've created in today's DIYs for the new year. I really had a blast making these, and I think this would be such a great thing to do right before the New Year's to get a good grip on the new year coming ahead. Plus, this is a great way to find inspiration, say your words of affirmation to yourself, and to plan so that you can stay organized throughout the year. At least that is what I am trying to do. I hope this video helped inspire you to get into the New Year spirit with a good, positive outlook. If you would like to see more videos like this, leave me a comment down below to let me know. I have a few more ideas that I think will be perfect for the new year coming up, and I would love to share them with you. So if you are interested, don't forget to leave me a comment below. If you are new here and haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I hope you do that today. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button down below, but make sure to click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you when I upload a new video. Plus, I would love for you to be part of my virtual art family. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it as much as I did creating them, and I will see you in the next one. And I hope everyone has a safe and happy new year.